Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? Wayne Bolton from the SpeedKing channel. Hope y'all having a great start of the week. It is Monday evening. We're trying to get ahead of the curve. It's a really big weekend, of course, as you know. And we're taking a look at the King Cotton Stake race down at beautiful Oaklawn Park on Saturday. It is race number 10 for 4-year-olds and up. Going geldings and colts, going 6 furlongs. 450,000. Now I need to tell you this right away. Collusion is in the race, and shout out to MyRaceHorse.com and all my camaraderies and comrades out there. We own quite a few shares in Collusion. Has had some big breaks and some things, but we think that he's doing really well. So let's dial in. Nashville is in the race. So again, I'm always torn between doing this stuff when I have interests other than betting in the race that I own quite a few shares actually on Collusion. But anyway, let's dive right into the King Cotton Stakes. As always, please subscribe, ring the bell, do what you have to do to help support us. A lot of work we need to do. The number one horse is Hollis. Oh, Hollis Queens. Oh, Hollis, the number one. 22 starts, 9 wins. Let me see you shake a stick at that. You cannot knock the old Hollis horse, number one. The 7-year-old, I tell you, this gelding has put it together. Well, this horse is trained by Jay Ortiz, and Mr. Santana is in the yarns. And guess what? Coming off of a 97-day layoff, ran December 10th in an allowance race and ran flat out of the TV screen. And guess who he beat? He beat Nashville that day. I don't know if that was a one-off or aberration, but that is some speed figure that Hollis ran that day. And again, if he repeats that, I don't see why he can't run that kind of race again. The number one horse, I believe, who's by Street Sense, is an old-timer. Even though the horse is 7 Hollis, he's only got 22 starts, and 9 of them are wins with 5 seconds and 1/3. So 15 of the horse's races are in the money of the 22. So number one Hollis is a hard-hitting horse for sure, and probably should be taken very seriously in this spot. We think maybe Nashville has some problems, so we'll see what happens. But the number one to me is a contender. Beat Nashville last time. Well, Long Range Toddy. Long Range Toddy don't win a whole bunch, as you know. Has 24 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 3/3. Dallas Stewart is our trainer. John Court, who rides for Dallas Stewart, is in the yards. And to me, I never know what to do with Long Range Toddy. I know one day he's going to jump up and win a big race. And I hope I'm not just sitting there at some huge price. Let me see the last time this horse won a race. Long Range Toddy has not won a race since March 16th, 2019. Long Range Toddy has not won a race since March of 2019. Okay? But still keeps a lot of good company. I don't like Long Range Toddy here. The horse is by Take Charge Indy. Again, 4 wins from 24. Hasn't won in 3 years or so. And one day he's probably going to jump up and run big. But if he do, I just don't know when that day was. It's been 3 years since he's done such. I would need a Ouija board to figure Long Range Toddy out. I'm going to throw the number 2 off the ticket. The number 3 horse, Home Base. Well, Home Base is a really nice horse. This here horse is another 7-year-old with 35 starts, 8 wins, 3 seconds, and 5/3. Coming off of a fantastic race. The problem is the speed figures are horrible in here, and I don't think the number 3, Home Base, can beat these at all. Well, here is my horse, Collusion. Obviously, Mr. Glatt is our trainer, is owned by MyRaceHorse, and several other owners in here, of course. And we'll give a shout out to my comrades at MyRaceHorse.com. And of course, it's taken us some time to get Collusion back to the track. We think things are all pointing good. I've been watching and getting updates on the performances and what they've been doing with them, and he's been working like all get out and should be ready to make his 5-year-old debut Of course, Collusion Illusion is by a sire you hear me always talk about, Twirling Candy. You know how much I love Twirling Candies. And again, we have John Velasquez. So if our workouts and all the reports that we've been getting on Collusion Illusion is on point, we think he's going to run a really, really big race here. I mean, the last time that he ran, obviously he had been away for over 239 days. Finally got him back. 119 days, 41 days, and then 239 days, exiting that Malibu stake race at Santa Anita back there in December of 2020. So again, we think Collusion Illusion, the number 4 horse, obviously is sitting on a big race. I'm telling you just what I've been told and what I've seen from all the updates and videos that I've been getting. You know, I don't like to tout, you know, my own horses, but you know, I like Collusion Illusion in this spot for sure. And let's just hope that 1, he get around the racetrack safely, and 2, that he runs real well. So again, I have some ownership into him, and of course I'll be rooting for Collusion Illusion. The number 5 horse, Double Crown. Well, the old Crown horse. 12 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds. Tom Amoss is the trainer of record and appears to be a little overmatched to me. Bourbon Courage is the sire, and David Cabrera is in the yarns. It appears to me that he's a little overmatched in this spot. Coming from Laurel, Maryland, I don't think that he's going to be able to beat the rest of this field, the number 5 Double Crown. So we're going to throw the number 5 off the ticket. And here's the X factor. The number 6 horse, obviously trained by Steve Asmussen, Nashville. We all understand how fast Nashville is. The horse is 5 years old and has 5 starts. So obviously the horse has some physical concerns and problems. The last time this horse ran was 349 days ago, before returning on December 10th in an allowance race where the number 1 Hollis ran by him. So again, to me, Nashville, a horse that's this talented, obviously by Spangletown, 3 wins from 5 starts. When you have a 5-year-old that only has 5 starts and is this talented, there is some physical problems going on here. I don't need Steve Asmussen to tell me that. And I'm not going to be betting Nashville. Now, can he get to the front and go gate to wire? Yeah, but you'll see how his strides short in the last 70, 80 yards coming from home, you know. So, again, I think he ran too fast early in his career. He ran some huge speed figures back there on October 10th in an allowance race, and on November 7th in the Prairieville Stakes. Actually, I cashed a ticket that day on him, and you know, he just ran lights out. And the day that he broke his maiden on September 2nd. So I think he ran too fast, too soon, early, and messed his development up. But again, the number 6 horse, obviously, Nashville is going to take some money just on pure name alone and connections. I think the horse has some physical problems, and I'm going to look elsewhere. Of course, he is the speed, will get out to the front, does have flow in the yarn. So let's see how Nashville runs, okay? I'm not crazy about him in this spot. The number 7 horse here is Bob's Edge. We all know Bob's Edge. Ran a tremendous race in an allowance race last time, but only finished 3rd. Bob's Edge is by Competitive Edge, has 11 starts, 4 wins, and trained by James Jones for sure. And I don't particularly like Bob Edge in this spot. I would use him underneath if I was you. And the number 8 horse, well, the number 8 is Boldor. Boldor, 22 starts, 6 wins. That's fairly good. This is another Asmussen trainee who has been away for 99 days. This horse appears to be a turf horse. This looks like a training race to me. So Boldor, I don't like at all in here. The horse is by money. David Cohen is in the yarns. It's Asmussen. I can't throw this horse out fast enough. I don't like the number 8 at all in here, Boldor. And the last horse in the race is 7 Nations Army. Well, here's another 7-year-old, 28 starts, 8 wins, 6 seconds, and 3/3. You really can't shake a stick at that. Appears to be a cut below these. By First Samurai had come off of a 244-day layoff before running on the 14th of January, now returning in 15 days. You know I don't like that. The horse is outside. That don't concern me as much in a sprint as it does in a route. But again, the horse is speedy. Don't think he's going to get in front of Nashville, which is going to compromise his chances. Okay, so I'm going to throw the number 9 horse off the ticket, 7 Nations. So there it is, folks. Obviously, your King Cotton Stakes at Oaklawn, the race right behind Southwest Stakes. It is race number 10. And I would be remiss here if I didn't take our horse in this spot, Collusion Illusion. Obviously, we think he's sitting on a huge, huge race, and we're going to pick him as our top pick for sure. And again, I mean, I don't know how we don't pick Nashville, but we're going to make Nashville our 3rd pick, and the number 1 horse, Hollis, is our 2nd pick. So for us, it's 4 Collusion Illusion 1, with Nashville, of course, which is the 6th. But I shouldn't even be picking any of them. I'm just going to be concentrating on Collusion Illusion. We've been waiting for him to come back for a long, long time. And we wanted Mark Glatt to make sure that he was doing well before we brung him out. And we're not scared of Nashville, I will tell you that much for sure. So again, we like Collusion Illusion a whole bunch. We might be in a homer here, but we know what we know, and we're going to play him. And we're going to play him pretty good here. So there it is, folks. There's your King Cotton Stake race. We got some interest in here, of course. As you know, we own some shares, quite a few of them, of Collusion Illusion. We hope that he get around the track safely and healthy, that all of them get around the track safely and healthy, as well as the jocks, all right? So root for us. We got Collusion Illusion. We think that this is the day, to be honest with you. All right? Stay classy in all you do. See our disclaimer below. Let's go, Collusion Illusion. Let's get back on winning track here, for sure.